Morning guys, how we doing? So today I'm going to head over to Jomtien, and the reason being is there's a fairly new place over in Jomtien. It's open. It's been the talk of the town. I'm not like other people. I don't like rushing over there to get the first video and all that kind of stuff. I like to let the places settle down, iron out any things that may or may not go wrong, and then I can go and speak to him. Now, you may recognise the guy I'm going to speak to in a bit. He's just been on the channel recently. He's a very well-established person that's been here a long, long time, over 30 years. He knows his stuff. He's got two very popular places. Now, he's got a third one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump onto my motorbike. I'm going to ride over to Jomtien. I'll speed up the ride for you so you get to see the route that we go. And yeah, take a look at this place. I want to give it away, but I can't. But if you like, if you remember an iconic series back in the day that involved a really nice car and a really lovely lady, well then you're pretty much going to get where I'm going to go. But anyway, enough about that. Let's do our journey. Let's get over there and let's go and see what the new kid on the block is and what it's all about. Morning guys, how are we doing? Welcome to today's video. Now today, yes, you know this good looking young man. I was with him not very long ago. Dave, how you doing, my man?
Trevor, good to see you again, mate.
I want to say it's nice to be in the sportsman. But we're not there. Now, I've got to say, and I genuinely mean this, I'm absolutely like a kid in the sweet shop. When you said to me, I've never been in there before, when you said to me about the layout and everything, you kind of like build an idea in your head, think, yeah, it's going to look so nice. Honest to God, guys, this is something different. This is off a different level, man.
Had you not been in before?
Never ever.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Never said it. So I'm down here in Daisy D's on Jomtien. I've got so much to talk to you about because you've challenged me in many ways. Like, number one, location. Why are we here? You're down Nar Jomtien. Why?
We are. Well, we're not quite that far down. We're before Brook and that. But it is 2 kilometres down the beach.
Yeah.
We're right on the beach road, but it is 2 kilometres down. It seems like a long way down, but for us, it's a perfect location. There's not too much competition. There's a massive opening for this style of sort of restaurant, diner.
That's brilliant.
In this area. The infrastructure is just growing in this part of the town. So condos, new hotels and that. So it's only going to get busier. We were a little bit surprised ourselves exactly how busy this does get through the busy period, you know, Christmas and New Year. It's just been mobbed, absolutely mobbed, which is great for us.
Yeah.
You know, we're sort of... we're going 10 to the dozen, so trying to keep up at the moment. But yeah, that was the idea. The opportunity came, and we spoke about the location, and none of us really had any negatives to say about the location. And now we've been operating maybe 8-9 months, and it's sort of, yeah, it's coming into its own.
Now that's why, like, people say to me, "Oh, Trevor, like, you know, you're behind the times, it's sort of in video, blah, blah," but I like to leave you for 6 months. I like to leave places for alone, let them settle down, because you'll be tweaking things, changing things. Oh, that didn't work, that's working really well. I had a bit of this, take a bit of that out. So I like to, when I look around here, I mean, this is huge.
We have done a lot of work with it, yeah, and maybe need to give us another 6 months to actually get it.
There you go.
Spot on.
Is that a pop for me to say don't wait 3.5 years?
It was 3.5 years last time. But yeah, we have done a lot of work on it. It wasn't our original concept where we took it off a group of guys that originally opened it. It was their concept. Daisy D's, obviously, after the Dukes of Hazzard, back in the 70s and 80s back home.
Where is she? Where is she?
Yeah, she's about. I guess you're doing some video. You'll see the General Lee hanging above the bar.
What a great motor.
So since then, yeah, we've put a lot of time in, not just sort of, you know, improving the infrastructure and the service, but we've built a purpose-made sort of pool hall. We've got some pro tables there. There's a mountain of work, you know. Anybody that's not in this industry will look back and say, yeah, that can be done pretty quickly. But anybody that is in the hospitality and F&B industry here can understand how much work it is to get something this size to operate smoothly. So
Yeah.
we've put a lot of work in. But we've got some good management team behind us. I've got some really good partners that are you know, backing us. So yeah, we're halfway there. We've got a little bit more to go.
Honestly, I mean, well, you've been here a long time. I've been here over 30 years, so you've got decades of experience. In terms of where you are now as to when you first visualised it, I mean, are you ahead of the game? Or are you where you think you should be? Or you...
What with Daisy? We're ahead of where we thought we would be, both financially, serviceability. You know, our systems are sort of all coming into place. We're still a little bit understaffed. We have a little bit of some bad reviews about slow service and stuff like that. Like I said, it's hard to keep up. Yeah, you've gone from sort of X amount of business to like pretty much overnight, like doubling and tripling and quadrupling. So, you know, we still have a little bit of a shortage of staff. That's one of our biggest problems at the moment. But no, we're well ahead of where we thought we would be at this time after running it for sort of 8 or 9 months, yeah.
Well, you say you're short of staff. Right, guys, I've got the perfect solution for you now. So if you're at home, you think, God, I want to go out, but the missus is under my feet and she's doing me head in. Get her down here, guys. Speak to Dave and his team, the managers. There's lots of opportunities for the girls to come down and get some work and employment. It's a really, really lovely bar, as you've probably seen already. And then you've got a bus pass to go out and enjoy yourself.
That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, fantastic.
Everyone's a winner.
Oh, exactly, yeah. So, guys, all jokes aside, if your missus is looking for work, I'll put the details down in the description below. I'll put Dave's email address there. Get in touch with Dave and his team and get her out the door. And then you've got no excuses why you can't go out and have a couple in the afternoon while she's in here doing her thing.
Great idea.
I think so. So food-wise, now obviously, you know, you've got a massive reputation to live up to because you're just famous for the sportsman.
Yeah.
I know you've took it across the road to the Kings. Now you're down here. What's your food like?
Yeah, the food, we're getting great reviews with the food. Like I said before, the biggest complaint we're having is slow service, and it's a little bit slow coming out of the kitchen. But we pre-warn people when we're completely full. You know, we've got like 250 capacity here. It's huge.
How many chefs you got?
We're on 12.
12.
And they're struggling, so they are still struggling a little bit. But we warn people as they come in, and most people in this area are on holidays. They're on 2-3 week holidays. So as they come in, we just sort of inform them that there's a little bit of a wait in the kitchen. And they're fine with it. They just have an extra beer.
That's very fine you've had.
Food.
That's what reminds me of the telephone going off.
I'm sorry.
Come on, if that was your stuff, you'd have a mouth for that.
The food quality, we're getting great feedback.
What's your most favourite dishes?
Our best seller is the fajitas, the sizzling fajitas. We do like a beef fajita, we do chicken fajitas, mixed fajitas. We do like kebabs, shish kebabs. Obviously, we've got a designated pizza oven, so we do pizzas. Our burgers, again, we try to make as much as we can in-house. But a lot of it's time consuming. So, you know, we're buying stuff in. We're even producing stuff from the sportsman to sell here. So all the pies are from the sportsman.
Yeah.
And other bits and pieces as well. But the actual feedback from the food is great.
Well, I was going to ask you.
Are good, yeah.
You know, I was going to ask you because obviously, you know, and I don't mean this in a single way. I mean it's in a general way. But if you love your Sunday roast, well, you've only got to walk around the city here and ask people. Then you've got the sportsman all day long. Over here, it's slightly different. Are you thinking about tapping into that? Because you are one of the top Sunday roasts in Pattaya. Over here in Jomtien, how are you thinking about that?
Yeah, maybe not at Daisy D's because it's a different concept.
Okay.
It's an American diner, a saloon bar, so the menu is slightly different. We sort of swayed predominantly towards like an American menu, but since taking over from the original owners, we've introduced some sort of favourite spaghetti bolognese, fish and chips, meat pies and stuff.
Got fish and chips, don't we?
But we will sort of break into the buffet market and all that, but it will probably be more barbecue. We're looking at doing something on a Sunday. We currently got a blues singer that comes in on a Sunday.
Yeah.
So it's blues, brews and barbecues. So we've got the brews, we've got 8 craft beers on tap, for the Smiling Dog. And then we will introduce the barbecue on the back of that. So Sunday afternoons, blues, brews and barbecues.
There we go, guys. Nice views, get yourself down.
And we'll probably do a pizza buffet, which is similar to we do at the sport, and pizza, pasta, salads, because it fits, it fits our concept a little bit here. We don't want to be all over the place with the concept. We need to kind of fix it.
I tell you what I like about this, though, it's just completely open.
Yeah.
It's really, really nice. It reminds me in many ways of like a Hooters kind of setup in terms of it's open wide and it really does look nice. And I like this because you can people watch out the front, which I know a lot of you guys, I like to sit there, have me drink and just watch what's going on and just basically be nosy.
Sunset's beautiful here.
Oh, God,
you're just looking straight over the sunset,
Yeah, and then of course, if you don't want to do it, you can sit around the bar, which is what reminds me of the Hooters setup because it's that round the big bar, kind of like saloon kind of style, which I really like. Okay. But what I do like the most, being a pool player myself, is you've got an actual pool hall, as well as the tables behind me. What's the thought behind that?
Well, the thought behind that, obviously, it's a big area. When we first took this over, the back side of the restaurant was a garden.
Oh, okay.
It was just grass. And all the partners were in agreement. If the rent is quite expensive because of the location on the beach. If you're paying that kind of rent, you kind of need every square metre to make money.
Yeah.
So having a 150 square metre garden out the back wasn't feasible. So we built a purpose-made air-conditioned pool hall, 150 square metres. Have 7 tables in the back there. We have 4 9-foots and 3 8-foots.
Yeah, 9 foot for the real players, 8 foot for the wannabes.
Yeah. There's TVs in there. The sound system is in there. There's a couple of dartboards in there, pro dartboards as well, a couple of hockeys there. And then we have, you'll probably see in the background here, we have a couple of free play tables actually in the restaurant area. So you put your name on the board, winner stays on, and that's free play. The ones in the pool hall are charged a minute or per hour.
Per hour, yeah.
So the idea was there, and one of the partners that joined us slightly after we acquired the business. He has the Rhino brand here in Thailand, so he sells the Rhino tables. So all our Rhino tables, that's a brilliant table. Yeah, I've got them in the King's table has a Rhino table as well. In fact, that's how I met Joe through there. For those of you that know Joe's involved here. That was the deal there, was to put the Rhino tables in there. And because of the concept, you still have to have free play. Not everybody are great pool players. They don't want to pay for pool tables. So we put the free tables in as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice because I played a lot of pool at a very decent level. And when you go into, when you play on a Rhino, particularly if you are what I would call a well-established pool player and you enjoy the game, you want a solid table that you can play on and you think, right, there's no room for margins of errors here. It's just purposely built flat table and a really good condition. But the Rhinos, in my opinion, I think are one of the best in the city, if not the best. Probably.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, they're true tables. The pockets are a little bit tight. Yeah, you do have to be true, but the tables run true. They're obviously
and 9 foot as well. 9 foot, that extra foot makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
Oh, massive. You get people like I can play. What are you doing playing 7, 8 foot? Oh, yeah, come on, play on 9 foot. And they're like this miles away.
Thanks. Yeah,
miles away. In terms of where you are now, I mean, obviously I know you said you're ahead of what your expectations were. In terms of like the next 6 months, what do you see the future for you here? Based on the fact that you've already outgrown your expectation, where do you see yourself in 6 months' time?
Just filling up our evenings, filling up our afternoons, making it a little bit of a destination sort of venue. So we're already filling up with the pool hall. We have killer pool here every Tuesday and every Friday. Registration on these tables.
So those of you that are lucky, you got a chance.
Yeah. Registration at 2:30, and we play 3 till 7. They play 2 or 3 games there. So that's on a Friday afternoon. Every second Friday we have salsa dancing. So we get a team, and it's a group of people that have been doing this salsa dancing around town for, I'm guessing, a few years, definitely.
Is that the ones from Pattaya Hills?
Sandbar they did it at the Holiday Inn. So they come in every second Friday and they're like 40, 50 handed.
Wow.
I think it's 7 till 8 they kind of have a lesson. And they're taught how to dance, and then sort of 8 till 11 is a free dance. Anybody can get out there and dance. Well, it's everybody's under margaritas, everybody's staggering around, but there's some really good dancers.
But it's funny you should say that, because there's actually a salsa club or a school up in Pattaya.
Oh, right. Okay.
And they very kindly invited me to go up there and try it out. But the trouble is, when I dance, I look like I'm being electrocuted, so I don't do it like that. Yeah, I'm awful. When I was a youngster, I was one of those kids on the edge of the disco watching the other ones dancing, and now I'm not doing it. Yeah. They ain't cool.
Yeah, likewise.
What about live music?
Yeah, so like I said, we're trying to fill everything up. Live music, we have a lady called Coco, for anybody who knows.
Yeah, we know.
She plays every Wednesday We've got a Throwback Thursday DJ Coco's on a Wednesday, DJ's on a Thursday. We've got a couple of pool nights here alongside the Killer. We have a pool team that plays here on a Thursday. We've got a fun league starting on a Friday. And then we've got pool events. We've got Earl Strickland's. Earl Strickland's staying here on the, you quizzed me there. It's either the 25th or the end of January.
Right, watch the details down below.
Tickets have just gone on sale. So, I mean, it's
I'll definitely come down there.
1,500 baht, you know, for, you know, it's the normal one. You have a frame, you get your photograph to and there's a free polo shirt, complimentary polo shirt.
Oh, no, I'll definitely do that. I'll put that on Kick, guys. When I come down there, I'll put it on Kick.
So going forward, that's what we need to do. We've got the blues thing on there. Ephraim Reyes, I've met Ephraim Reyes when he played at Mega Break a few years.
I've played him a few times.
And obviously, Jimmy's a very good friend of mine, so we'll try and get Jimmy down here, maybe Ken Doherty down. They've supported me at the Sportsman for many years. So going forward, what we need to do, again, you just need to sort of try and make money and keep busy sort of in the low period, in the quiet periods and all that. So we'll just keep working on bringing in events and bringing in singers and DJs and events to keep it busy.
And regards sporting events like football, I mean, obviously you've got loads of TVs in here.
23 TVs.
23, yeah. I mean, are you going to have all the sports on as well?
Everything, absolutely. If it's televised, we guarantee we get it on.
Wow. So at the end of the season, you'll have Arsenal winning the league then, yeah?
You should say, I don't know.
I said that the last time we used. Well, we're doing okay.
We're doing okay. Sure, my team's not going to be out there. I would keep that hush.
No, I won't say me, but don't worry, he's not a Spurs fan.
But yes, it's a proper designated sports bar as well as the food and the events and everything. And that, like I said, we've got 23 TVs. We've got about 16 or 17 inputs and that. So absolutely everything is on. We take it very seriously. You know, we get like the NBA and the NFL guys and on the Monday, Tuesday mornings and that Premiership, everything. If it's televised, we'll get it on.
Have you considered the concept? Because I know, and I don't mean this in a derogatory way, but a lot of people are kind of like lazy. They think, if they're in Pattaya, they think, I can't be asked to go all the way over to Jomtien. Have you ever considered the concept of maybe getting a Daisy D stroke sportsman's bus to ferry people from one to the other?
Maybe just back into Jomtien, into the strip in Jomtien and do that ferrying. We have a tuk-tuk, a sign-written tuk-tuk. Maybe we'll grab a shot of that. That's out the back. It was parked out the front up until a couple of weeks ago. And then they decided to paint right outside our shop the no yellow and black loading and that. The bike's still parked there, but we weren't allowed to keep the tuk-tuk parked out there. But we will work out a plan. And the idea is to, you know, people that do come up here is to run them back into Jomtien town, you know, to the strip. And then on the way back, maybe do some promos and see if we can pick up some people. So, yeah, there is a plan to sort of do a ferry between.
And all dressed in Daisy outfits?
Doesn't do. They're over.
This green gives it away. I've seen the guy. They look great. They look fair play. So, in terms of opening hours, what's your times?
We open 7 in the morning till 1 during the week. And because, like I said, we put all the sport on during the weekends, we close at 2 so we can get that late game on. And then if there's even later games, you know, or if there's boxing, the UFC or something, you know, we've stayed open till 4 or 5 in the morning before. But our times are 7 till 1 during the week and 7 till 2 in the morning on the weekends for the football.
Decent. So you've come pretty much everything. Yeah.
We get all the NBA, like I said, we get all the American sport in the morning that way.
Well, also, like the UFC, normally the undercard starts around about 7 o'clock in the morning. The main event's normally 11 midday, so that's perfect. Come down here and get yourself a breakfast, or get yourself some of the ribs and the other stuff.
Yeah, sure. We've got a breakfast menu. Like I said, our pizzas are popular, our burgers are popular, our fajitas are best sellers and all that. We've got the wings, so you sort of like Hooters-style wings. You're talking about Hooters with the special sauces, with the barbecue sauces and that.
But I think the concept you've done here, I mean, I don't want to keep talking about Hooters, but you know, Hooters was very successful in the layout, and I think you've done a brilliant job here, because it's just, I like it. When I got it, I couldn't stop laughing. I was smiling to myself. I mean,
I have to mention that the original owners here were affiliated with Hooters. So yeah, there is a Hooters concept here from day one. Yeah,
I've got to say though, you know, when I got off here, I've lived here now. I've been here now 11 years living here, and you know, and I'm not going to say it just to blow smoke up Dave's arse. I'm being genuinely honest now, guys. I go to see some place, I'm like, yeah, okay, there's a new place. Let's have a look. Let's see what it's about. When I stopped here. When I walked in, I was just grinning to myself. I'm like, no way, I didn't expect this.
It's quite
I
impressive,
really didn't expect this. Honest to God, yeah.
The layout really, really works. There's a lot of airflow here. Even though we blocked in the back with a pool hall, we purposely left gaps in the roofs and that to let the airflow. So it's pretty cool. It gets a little bit too cool in the low season when the wind picks up. It's like hurricanes running through here.
But, well, right now, they're all moaning it's cold, the tides here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's lovely. I love it. Like, they're all like, oh, it's too. I'm like, well, behave. It's not cold. But, well, Dave, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for your time, man. Much appreciated. Really do appreciate
your time.
Guys, get yourself down. If you're in Jomtien, honest to God, come down. Just jump on the park bus. All you got to do is just head towards Narjom. You can't miss it. What's that hotel next door?
The Grand Jomtien Palace.
There you go. Grand Jomtien Palace, right next door. You can't miss the places.
Destroy Watboon. So where Winchester used to. If you took us all the way down to the beach, we're on that.
God, there's a name drop for you. The
Winchester, Bidville.
Yeah, bloody hell. But come down, guys. Come down and see Dave and his team and his staff here. Honest to God, if I lived closer, I would actually come down here a lot more. It's only for that I live over the far end, over the opposite end. But this is lovely. This is really, really nice and well worth a visit, guys. If you like your sports, you got yourself covered. If you like your beers, craft beers. Yeah, I'm not a beer drinker, but if you are into craft beers, you've got a great selection here. The menu, as you would expect, you know, if you know anything about Pattaya, you know about the sportsman. If you don't know about the sportsman, you've not been to Pattaya enough times, because honestly, he's got one of the most highest recommendations for his restaurant in the city by a country mile, and well worthy of it. If the food in here is as good as what you get in the sportsman, guys, you are in for a treat, I promise you that. Price-wise, as you'd expect, all the normal prices. So come down, guys. Come and see Dave. Come and see the girls. Come and sit down. Bring your mates down. Have a great day. Right, there we are. I'm going to let you get on because I know you're busy. He's got 101 jobs to do.
Always.
He's running around like a lunatic. So I'm going to leave you with that one, guys. But thank you very much for your time, Dave. Really, it's a pleasure. Now, I wish you also. I can't believe how good this is. But really has shocked me. Completely shocked me. There we go. All right, there, job done. Right, there we are, guys. That's it for me today. Thank you very much for watching. As always, please remember the subscribe button and also the bell icon if you'd like to be notified when I bring out a new video. You know, if you haven't jumped into Discord, there's over 23,000 members in there. Have a look in there. There's all different venues, bars, etc. So have a look in there, guys. I put this place in there for you so you can check out what's going on right here, right now. If you haven't, jump into TikTok. TikTok, we've got over 24,000 followers in there. It's all about short snippets about what's going on right here, right now in the city. Again, we'll do a feature on here. So have a look in TikTok, guys, if you follow us there. If you'd like to receive our monthly email, we send out an email at the end of every month, soon to be every 2 weeks. Just drop me an email, 247pattaya@gmail.com. We'll add you to the mail list and you'll receive the newsletter that we send out at the end and soon to be in the middle of every month. All right, there we are. That's it for me. That's it from Dave. Thank you very much for watching, guys. And please, as always, wherever you're in the world, stay safe.